Hi, I am Dr. Audai and welcome to IELTS Speaking and Writing with Dr. Audai from speakenglishwithdradai.com. In today's lesson, I'm going to give you key tips for the IELTS Speaking Part 1 to ensure that you have a strong start to your speaking test. Speaking Part 1 lasts between 4 to 5 minutes. There are 3 sets of questions, around 4 questions each. In this part of the questions, you will be asked about familiar topics such as your work, hometown, hobbies, studies, transportations in your city, and so on. The second and third sets of questions are quite random and may include common topics as they are quite general. These could be lifestyle, could be about health, and so on. Are you excited? Let's get started. Tip number 1, try to be informal. You don't need to worry about being academic. Try to use contractions such as I am from Jordan. I don't exercise a lot in the morning. The most important thing here is to speak at some length. For example, I'm a morning person. I really enjoy walking early in the day when there is little noise. Tip number 2, use informal expressions or idioms. Idioms are informal expressions that are used informally or in informal situations. For example, exercising for long hours is like a walk in the park for me. It means it's simple and not challenging. I'm used to it. Here's another example. I really like having a cup of coffee at the sound of the birds. It makes my day. So the idioms are a walk in the park and make my day. Tip number 3, be honest. Yes, try to be honest in your answers, though this is not going to affect the examiner's decision. I feel that you are in more control of your answers when you say true things about yourself. So be honest and provide honest answers. Tip number 4, pay attention to your pronunciation and intonation. Try not to overpronounce when you speak. You don't need to speak with an accent though, but you need to be clear. So for example, you can say, I usually go to the city centre over the weekend. This is clear. Don't try to make it like this. I usually go to the city centre over the weekend. The examiner won't give you a high score if you try to speak with that accent, but of course, you'll be demarked if your pronunciation is not clear. Another thing is your intonation. Intonation is the way your voice rises or falls when you speak. For example, the examiner might ask you this question. Did you enjoy your childhood? Or, I enjoyed it a lot. I remember that I used to have so much fun with my siblings at home. We used to play together, tell jokes, fight sometimes, and then get on together. Number 5, practice. You need to do a lot of practice before you sit for the exam. Look at the questions of part 1 and try to record yourself. Listen again and check if you could speak at some length, could use informal expressions or idioms, could pronounce well, and if your intonation is clear. Do this exercise 2 or 3 times until you are more confident. That's all for today. Don't forget to watch other lessons and subscribe to the channel here. See you in other videos in IELTS Speaking and Writing with Dr. Audai from speakenglishwithdradai.com. Bye bye!